Today, we revisit a story that shook the nation. A tale of triumph, tragedy, and lingering uncertainty.
An amazing effort by Kelvin Kiptum for a new world record at the Bank of America Chicago Marathon.
Do you remember Kelvin Kiptum? The young Kenyan marathon sensation who shattered world records and captured global admiration. It has been exactly 1 year since his untimely passing in a tragic road accident. Yet even in death, his legacy remains entangled in unresolved matters, among them millions of Kenyan shillings still frozen in his accounts. A lot has transpired since the world bid farewell to Kiptum, who was laid to rest at his farm in Chirunya, Uasin Gishu County. His burial was marked by national recognition, with President William Ruto personally overseeing the construction of a modern, prefabricated 3-bedroom house, erected in just 6.5 days, a fitting tribute to a fallen hero. But beneath the surface, the reality is starkly different. While the house still stands tall, with its compound adorned by neatly manicured grass, a contrasting picture emerges just a few steps away. A makeshift, deteriorating iron sheet kitchen sits outside another government-built house, meant for Kiptum's parents, Samson Cheruiyot and Mary Kangogo. The structure, weathered and filled with smoke from an open fire, paints a picture of struggle amid supposed honor. Meanwhile, Sharon Koskei, the only survivor from the tragic crash that claimed Kiptum's life, continues to live with the trauma of that fateful night. When the Daily Nation visited Kiptum's home recently, they found his father returning from his usual Sunday errands, while his mother, clad in a red souvenir t-shirt from the 2022 Ras Al Khaimah half marathon, was preparing a simple meal, ugali and cabbage, over a firewood stove in the smoky makeshift kitchen. Kelvin Kiptum's journey to global stardom was anything but conventional. After failing to finish the 2022 Ras Al Khaimah half marathon in Abu Dhabi, he made a bold decision, one that would change his life forever. Frustrated by the result, he shifted his focus to full marathons, and in no time, he dominated the long-distance running scene with unprecedented ease. His gamble paid off spectacularly. At the 2023 Chicago Marathon, Kiptum etched his name in history, shattering the world record with a breathtaking time of 2 hours and 35 seconds. The world watched in awe as a new marathon king was crowned. But today, the silence that engulfs his homestead is a stark contrast to the electrifying crowds that once gathered here. Just a year ago, on February 23rd, this very home was a sea of mourners as the country bid farewell to its fallen hero. Dignitaries, including President William Ruto, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, top government officials, and even World Athletics President Lord Sebastian Coe, stood side by side with ordinary Kenyans to lay Kiptum to rest. Even Nike, the American sportswear giant that sponsored Kiptum, sent its vice president of running footwear, Brett Holtz, to pay respects. Yet, a year later, the mourning has been overshadowed by bitter family disputes over Kiptum's fortune. A family feud over millions. While the world continues to honor Kiptum's legacy, his family remains entangled in a financial battle over the millions he left behind. His parents, Samson Cheruiyot and Mary Kangogo, claim that they have not received a single cent. However, they acknowledge that the government fulfilled its promise of building them a house and another for Kiptum's wife and children. Sitting on a wooden log outside his smoke-filled makeshift kitchen, a visibly frustrated Manzi Cheruiyot laments, "As you can see, this is the life we are leading. It feels like we are in the remote Turkana. We had so much hope that Kiptum would transform our lives forever, but since his death, our lives have been terrible." Adding to the tension, the house built for Kiptum's wife, Asanath Rotich, remains locked, secured with a padlock and chain. Rumors had swirled that Kiptum's parents had chased her away, but Mzi Cheruiyot insists otherwise. They claim we chased Kiptum's wife away, but that's not true. As you can see, we locked the house, secured it, And my wife gave the keys to Asenath. I even added a chain and padlock to ensure the house is completely safe. She is free to come anytime. According to investigations by the Daily Nation, the ongoing disputes between Kelvin Kiptum's parents, his wife, and the administrators of his estate have led to the freezing of his financial assets, estimated to be around 200 million Kenya shillings. Some of the funds currently withheld include 200,000 United States dollars, equivalent to 25 million Kenya shillings, from Nike, pledged to Kiptum's family. 200,000 United States dollars, equivalent to 25 million Kenya shillings, from Chinese watchmaker Amazfit, which launched the Amazfit Cheetah Pro Kelvin Kiptum edition in his honor, with proceeds intended for the Kelvin Kiptum Foundation. 10 million Kenya shillings from the Kenyan government, including 5 million Kenya shillings as a donation to his family, and another 5 million Kenya shillings as an incentive for his record-breaking achievements. Just a week after Kiptum's passing, World Athletics officially ratified his record-breaking time of 2:35. This confirmation cemented his place in history, surpassing the previous record set by Eliud Kipchoge in the 2022 Berlin Marathon by 34 seconds. Yet, instead of celebrating his legacy, his family remains locked in a bitter fight over his wealth. Despite the ongoing dispute, efforts to resolve the standoff and ensure Kiptum's legacy remains intact continue. For his historic achievement in Chicago, Kiptum earned a total of $150,000, $19.35 million, in prize money and bonuses. His endorsement deals with Nike, Amazfit, and other corporate sponsors also contributed significant sums, with payments still flowing into his estate even after his passing. At the center of attempts to mediate and bring the family together is Mr. Bob Verbeek, CEO of Golazo, Kiptum's management company. His efforts have seen initiatives such as the Rotterdam Marathon raising €50,000 as seed money for the Kelvin Kiptum Foundation, a fund created to honor the athlete's legacy and support future generations. In an effort to ensure transparency and fairness in handling Kiptum's estate, Athletics Kenya President Jack Tuwei, Treasury Principal Secretary Chris Kiprop, City Lawyer Gennaro Kibet, and other representatives from both the government and Kiptum's family were named as estate administrators. Meanwhile, Kiptum's wife, Asenath Rotich, continues to push forward despite the hardships. Speaking about life without her husband, she acknowledges the struggle but remains determined to stay strong for their children. "We are pushing on well with the children. They are now in school and doing well in Class 3 and PP2, she says. While she admits that healing has been difficult, she finds comfort in motivating her children, urging them to work hard in school as a way of honoring their late father's memory. As time goes by, one expects to heal. But for me, it feels different. It's as if I will never heal. I just stay at home, she confesses. On the perceived rift between her and Kiptum's parents, Asenath remains diplomatic. "I don't want to talk about the situation. I'm pushing on well, though it's hard. Life must continue, and I've tried to be strong for my kids because I know I'm now both mum and dad to them." Despite the challenges, she insists she holds no grudges. "I don't have any problem with them. I love them. They are my parents, and they will always remain my parents. They are my children's grandparents. I have no issue sitting down with them to agree on the way forward." What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Kiptum's family will ever find closure? Drop a comment below and let's continue this conversation. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Kiptum's family will ever find closure? Drop a comment below and let's continue this conversation. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Lifelines TV for more deep dives into stories that shape our world. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and as always, keep looking at life through a different lens. See you in the next one.